Hi, welcome to this reading. You are being asked to come into complete, unconditional acceptance for where you are in your life at this very moment. So as I was pre-shuffling the cards, this card fell out, and this is the theme of the reading, Spirit said. So it says, Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. Spirit wants you to be at peace with where you are at this time, and understand and trust that you are surrounded by this all-encompassing love. Spirit wants you to tap into that and really feel that, because I feel like I'm connecting with someone who is going through a challenging time, and you're really maybe feeling a little bit lost or confused. And Spirit is wanting you to trust what is happening, and that you are surrounded by like this beautiful light. You're being divinely protected, I feel. And there is a greater purpose to why you are where you are at this particular time. So let's pull some more cards. I was called to do this reading because I was feeling the energies of like the angelic and galactic realms. So I brought out the Dragon Oracle and the Magic of Unicorns Oracle and my Galactic Tarot. So I don't use these decks that often. Well, I use the Dragon and the Unicorn decks in my own readings, but pretty often, but not the Galactic Tarot so much. But I felt very strongly that this is what Spirit was asking me to tap into. So this message is coming through from the galactic and angelic frequencies. So I'm going to start with a Dragon Oracle. I feel like these energies are very present with us at this time, and really like the energies of, or the frequencies, like light codes, all of that is pouring onto our planet at this time, and really affecting those who have awakened already, and also those who haven't awakened yet. And these frequencies are activating them and waking them up. And I'm not sure why Spirit's having me share that with you. We'll see if that comes out in the reading. I kind of feel like maybe that's why you're sort of in this like holding pattern, and it's because you're in this like integration phase with these light frequencies, these light codes that are coming onto our planet at this time. Okay, so let's see which dragon has a message for us today. Okay, wow, we are getting two here. Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. When you give, you receive. Okay. And Black Dragon from Saturn, let me read the card, brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. Yeah, I feel like the collective I'm connecting with, you're in this like integration phase. Like you've already passed some tests, and you're in a phase of integration. You're grounding these energies with this Earth and Fire Dragon. You're working on grounding them now, grounding these light codes, really connecting with them through your body, because you're getting prepared for a time of service. But there's some things that you need to do at this time, integration-wise. It's also saying brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. So this is a really good time to focus on your spiritual practices, clearing your energy, keeping your vessel clear, not getting too wrapped up in what's going on out in the world, whether that's your personal, like immediate environment, or just globally what's happening in the world. Spirit wants you to focus on developing your own spiritual practice at this time. Like I said, clearing your energy, spending time in meditation, spending some quiet time, just connecting with your higher self, your spirit team, getting out in nature. Like those kinds of practices are going to really help you ground these energies. I'm drawn on this card right here. See all these like little like orbs. That's the second time that's come through. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. It is so hot here. I think this may have been in my own reading that I did. I can't remember if it's one that I filmed or not, but there were like 3 cards that had these yellow orbs on there. So I know that when I do these readings, a lot of times I'm connecting with people who are going through similar things as me. So look out for that. Those could be signs for you, or like reminders. Like you may see like little things out of the corner of your eye, like little like golden lights. You may see lights flickering, and Spirit saying that these are just reminders that you're going through a light activation at this time. So that is coming through very strongly there. Okay, now I'm going to pull one from the Unicorn, Magic of Unicorns deck. You may have heard of the heat wave that hit Europe last week. Well, it's hit the US now. I'm filming this on July 1st. No, yes, July 1st, sorry. And the next 5 days, it's going to be over 100 degrees where I am. I'm on the East Coast of the US, and wow, I'm in the shade and I'm just like sweating, and I just took a shower. All right, let's see what unicorn, but I love filming outside, so I thought I would try to get out here anyway. Okay, I am presence. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. And so interesting that the first card we got was this Heart of Source. You are really connecting to like this huge energy, source energy, like, you know, directly connected to this energy of the I am presence, number 44 on this card. Yeah, you are being surrounded by this light. I feel like this is the Merkaba here, almost like you have this light protection around you, like this Merkaba that is helping you hold these higher frequencies in your body. Expand your stellar gateway. So the stellar gateway is a chakra that is above your crown chakra, and by connecting with that, you can connect to higher frequencies. So when you are meditating, you can do that. You can set the intention, like say, I want to connect to my stellar gateway. You can envision like light coming through that chakra into your crown, into your system, and then remembering to ground it down. And you can do that simply by just setting your intention and visualizing that. All right, so let's get into the tarot and see kind of what's going on with you right now, where you're at, and what Spirit wants you to know about these light codes. Some of you may feel connected to what they call grid work. So I'm sure if you're watching these kinds of videos, you're familiar with like light worker kind of terminology, and the ley lines are, you know, places on the earth where these high frequency energies sort of get funneled into. They get grounded into these grid lines, and you may be someone who your energy is called to go to different places in the world, because you're there to be a frequency anchor, to anchor those frequencies into those places. And it says on this card, works with you to clear fifth dimensional ley lines. Yeah, and this card that talked about being of service, I feel like you may be called in the coming like months and years to go to different places, to share your frequency. Not that you have to do anything in particular other than going to these places, and as you're there, you're sharing, you're emanating your frequency, and it's impacting these ley lines. Okay, so let's see what comes out in the tarot here. What do we have, Spirit? Okay, wow. The Eight of Wands. That is fast movement. This is the light codes coming in to you, onto the planet at this time. I'm feeling this very strongly. I got a message about that this morning when I was in meditation, that these light codes are like accelerating the, like, how do I want to say it? Like the amount of light codes that are hitting the planet at this time is accelerating. Wow. Let's see what else. Too many cards fell out with that. There was a bunch of cards that came out and that was on the top, and Spirit said just take the top one. So let's see. What else, Spirit? Look at the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is also communication. So as you strengthen your spiritual discipline, you are going to be receiving more and more communication from your spirit team. Yeah, and Saturn is associated with discipline. Yeah, this time period that you're in where you may feel like you're having to just accept where you are, it's because Spirit is trying to get you to be more disciplined. Like it's almost like you're being given the gift of a pause. And Spirit is saying, take advantage of that and use that time to meditate more, to like really get your spiritual practices fine-tuned, like keeping your energy clear, again, monitoring like what you're consuming. Nine of Cups. Wow, that's a wish come true. It's happiness, fulfillment. Noticing like the cups are under a pagoda. That's just making me think of travel. The Eight of Wands can also be a card of travel. Yeah, so traveling to places where you are sharing your frequency, you're sharing your joy. These light codes that are coming in are going to help you embody these frequencies of joy and magic and wonder. I feel so connected to that frequency, and I know that that is part of my mission, is to connect with others who also have this mission of sharing the frequencies of joy, magic, and wonder with the world. And I know that sounds really lofty and sort of out there, and I don't know exactly how that is supposed to look, but I feel very strongly that that's part of my mission, and Spirit has told me that I will be connecting with others with the same mission on this channel. Okay, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a card of, I mean, it can mean a lot of things. It can mean feeling betrayed, feeling like there's some kind of deception. But it can also be about strategy. So let's see what else comes out with that. Let me get one more here. Give me one more, Spirit. Eight of Wands, Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is like a knight in shining armor kind of energy. Like this is you. You are here to, I heard, help save the world, okay? So let me tune into this for a minute. You know, the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords are both very, very fast energies. I feel like you're going to be leaving behind this stagnant energy fairly quickly. Tell me about this Seven of Swords, Spirit. That's really kind of sticking out here. I'm hearing you don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. The Seven of Swords, it's almost like feeling a little bit, what is the word I want to say for that? Not denying your calling, ignoring your calling, feeling like maybe you don't have what it takes to do this. This is almost like a self-deception. That's what I want to say with the Seven of Swords. What can they do about this Seven of Swords energy, Spirit? It's like you want to be of service. You want to help others, like this Knight of Swords, like coming into, right? You want to serve the world. You want to save the world. But maybe you feel like you don't have what it takes with the Seven of Swords. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords, Spirit. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. You may feel conflicted about leaving a comfort zone. So the Nine of Pentacles can be sort of just feeling comfortable where you are, enjoying just the small things in life. You're kind of like, my life is kind of simple, and I want to keep it that way. And it's almost like I don't know if I want to get out there. I don't know if I want to travel and spread my light in that way. I feel like a sense of resistance to this calling a little bit. Like I said, you want to be of service, but like the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, we have those both here. 9s are the number of the self, and this is feeling, and it's like not moving. 9 of Cups, the 9s aren't moving. They're not taking action. It's just this moment of like sitting in this like comfort, this satisfaction, this kind of period where you're just feeling grateful for what you have. And maybe you feel a little bit guilty for wanting more. That's coming through the 7 of Swords also. Like you want to be of service. Okay, the 4 of Swords. Yeah, this is like this rest, this kind of sitting in this period of stillness. Temperance. It's a card of patience, balance, healing. The 4 of Swords and Temperance. I mean, look at that. It's like being in these like chambers of healing. I feel like this is where you are, or where you've been for a while, this pause that I was feeling at the beginning. And you've gone through this healing period. And I feel like the 7 of Swords is saying you're doubting whether or not you're ready to do this. Like, have I healed enough? You know, I'm just kind of comfortable here. Like, maybe I can just do this healing for myself, and not in a selfish way. It's not like that at all. I'm kind of like hesitating how I'm putting this, so I'm clear about this. It's not that you don't want to, you know, get out there and do the work to save the world. It's like you're doubting yourself. It's this kind of imposter syndrome is what's coming through the 7 of Swords. Like, I don't know if this is really my mission. You might be like, is this reading even for me? Because I don't know if it's almost like a worthiness kind of thing. Like, I don't know if God would actually call me to do something so big. So Spirit, what do you want to say to this person? What do you want to say to this person who is doubting that they healed enough? This person's comfortable, kind of happy with where they are. I'm seeing this mountain in the background too. Like, there's mountains in the back of this card also that has the ley lines on it. Like, I just feel like this, either you don't feel prepared, or you don't really think that God would call you to something so big. And like, even this Knight of Swords, I mean, look at this enormous, looks like a griffin, and that has been coming out in my readings a lot, like cards that have griffins on them. Look that up. Look up the spiritual meaning of a griffin. It's a little bit different than dragon energy, but kind of similar, which is interesting since we pulled the dragon card out here. So, Spirit, what do you want to say to them about this 7 of Swords? I feel like on this Temperance card, see how there's a clock at the top? It's like the clock is counting down to the time when it's going to be for you to step out into this mission. Okay, so what's your advice here, Spirit? The Hermit, yeah. This is the energy that you're in right now. And the Hermit is also a spiritual leader, has a lot of wisdom. Like, you've gained a lot of wisdom. You've gone through a lot of healing. You've got the Temperance card and Hermit out here, and the 4 of Swords. Like, you are a healer. Your energy is here to help heal the world. You've gained so much wisdom through your own dark night of the soul. I'm hearing dark nights, multiple nights of the soul. You've been prepared. You've been in this hermit phase long enough. It's almost time to come out of it. I do feel there's like this time thing with it. Like the timer's still counting down. What else do you want to tell this collective spirit? And if you look on this hermit card, there's this like portal on top of this mountain. Yeah, it's like you're being called to go to some place in the world, or you will be, because there's something there in your mission that you're just meant to be there. Okay, what else about this spirit? Can you hear the birds right now? They're going to be called very soon. There are spirits in the background. They're communicating. This Eight of Wands, there's a lot of communication going on, like in the atmosphere, you know, in the ethers, and this is going to be coming down and reaching you. They're going to be communicating with you. I am melting. Okay, what else, Spirit? Tell me a little bit more about this Seven of Swords, what you want them to know. Yep, you are a healer. Don't deny that. You've healed enough, you've learned enough. Wow, Death card. That is transformation. Like you've gone through a super transformative process in your healing journey. We've got Four of Swords, Temperance, Hermit, and now the Death card. This is deep, deep transformation. And then it's like you're going to be able to rise up in service and serve others. Yeah, this is really big energy. Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So let's see. The Seven of Cups is kind of this energy. It's kind of going along with that Seven of Swords, that illusion. Like, is this really possible? Is this really possible for me? And the Eight of Cups, this is also like almost considering your options. And the Eight of Cups is walking away. You're thinking about maybe what you would have to leave behind. Maybe that's your concern. You feel like you would have to walk away from something that you love. So what do you want to say about that, Spirit? I feel like that's kind of like an unfounded concern, just intuitively. But let's see. I'm also getting from this Eight of Cups, see how long that road is? You don't have to fear that this is something that you're going to be asked to do like right now. This feels like something that is coming in the future for you. And right now the focus is getting your spiritual like disciplines in order, receiving these energies, integrating these energies yourself before you go out into the world and share them with others. Ah, the Star. Look how beautiful. My favorite card. More healing energy. Like, this is you. You are this star. The Hermit has the star, you know, he carries it in his lantern. On this card, it's just suspended there very magically. But this is the energy. Like, you are meant to share your healing energy with the world. And we also have the Nine of Cups here and the Star, which are both like a wish come true. And there's even like a little dandelion wish there. I have a dandelion tattoo also. So I'm connected with this collective for sure. The Moon and the Ace of Wands. Wow. You're going to get information, like this kind of like download, this spiritual like inspiration. And you can't see this coming yet with the Moon. It's something that's hidden, but you're going to be, I'm going to do so many downloads right now. You're going to be given the green light. There's even a kind of like a green light around this right here, but I just heard you're going to be given the green light when it's time for you to really step out into your mission in a way where you're getting out into the world, whatever that way looks for you. The moon is kind of, it's things that are hidden, and it's walking into the unknown and trusting, coming back to this unconditional acceptance and serenity, like just being at peace and accepting where you are now, and accepting that you will be shown the way. There's so much light in this reading too, and we've already talked about all the light codes coming into you, and this like source is going to be your guiding light, so you can connect with that and trust that. This is like walking into the dark, scary forest, and you feel like there's too many unknowns. I don't know like how I'm supposed to heal people, or that sort of thing. I don't know exactly what my mission's going to look like, and you're going to be guided, and Spirit has their hand on this. And again, when you get that green light, it's going to be very obvious. And Spirit, what do you want to say about any kind of like fears or hesitation they have about their readiness? I feel like that is kind of like the biggest piece of this, is you feeling like maybe you're not ready, you're not prepared, you're not healed enough. So let me just get a final message about that. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about creating that solid foundation for yourself of spiritual connection, of like spiritual practices. The Four of Pentacles is about stability. And just this card, how these like four figures, which is kind of an interesting interpretation of the Four of Pentacles, like connecting with others who are going to be on this journey with you, like creating a stable community for yourself can be really helpful. They all have hearts. You're going to be connecting with a community of heart-centered people that are going to be like your core people, I'm hearing, and that's going to support you. I'm feeling like support with the Four of Pentacles, and like real practical grounded support. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is work. This is hard work. This is mastering your talents, your abilities. You're really going to be mastering your light, I'm hearing. We also got the King of Cups. Yeah, he's very intuitive, very grounded in his emotions. And you can see right on this card, he's meditating. I really feel like this is like mastering your spiritual practices is all you need to focus on right now. And Spirit is saying, if you do that, you will be prepared, you will be guided. You don't have to know all the ins and outs. You don't have to know like the end point where you're going. Just focus right now on trusting that you're exactly where you need to be. And this pause that you're in is a blessing for you to strengthen your connection with Spirit, with your higher self, and with your gifts, your own light. So I think I'm going to leave the message there. I hope this resonated with you. I would love to hear about your resonating with this or not, because I feel like I'm connecting with people that I am on this journey with as well. So I would love to connect with you in the comments. Please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel too. I'm trying to build this community of light workers here on YouTube, and I would love to get to know you. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.